Ready? Okay, we're recording. We're in business. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Quella the Creative here, continuously serving you high quality content. And today I will be dishing up a topic that is dear and near to me, is creativity. Anything surrounding and based on creativity, I'm your girl. I'm your girl, of course. But before we jump into today's video, I wanted to introduce the candle of the video. So today I have Miss Chai Latte. She is Freshly Brewed Aroma by DW Home. And what I really like about these candles, let me show y'all. She's lit. She's lit. What I really do like about these candles, I got it from TJ Maxx, is it's clearly shaped like a coffee mug. So you guys knew I was on top of that when I saw it. And then it has like this kind of mug top that goes on the candle. So I burned that one very lightly, and she has a nice chai scent. It really does smell like chai latte. I am obsessed with those candles, so those are the candles of the day. And also, whenever you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. So it's only right, as me, Quella the Creative, to give you a creative topic for today. And this is one that is going to not only help you, but you can also implement going into pretty much everything. So a lot of people feel that you have to be a natural born creative, or if you're not born with it, then you can explore your creativity. But girl, we're all creative in all types of ways, shape, and form. Some people do think creativity is just art, music, design, when it's a range of things. If you put your mind to it and you got a skill that you adore to do and that you know that you're talented in, that's your creativity. And you can think creatively, you can be a creative person. Creativity is expressed in so many ways. So with that creativity, I'm always wondering, like, okay, yes, I acknowledge that I am a creative person, but how do I challenge my creativity and how do I maximize that? Well, maximizing your creativity is one of the tools to help you better in your skill and also your craft, and to just all around expand your knowledge and your skill set. So this is an analogy from ink.com, and I'll paste it onto the screen somewhere. Creativity is like a muscle. It must be stretched, challenged, and occasionally pushed past its comfort zone. Whew. Thank you, ink.com, for that perfect quote. I'm actually gonna print that out and put it up here in my little desk wall area or somewhere in my creative space, because I need to see that and read that, because that's true. Because the more you tap into your creativity, the more you challenge yourself, the more you do in your skill, you do stretch and you learn and you grow. Just like when you exercise, you start to get a little bit of muscle, you start to get some tone and some shape, you might get a little sculpting, a little abs. I've been in training camps and I've done high intensity workout, and when I tell you the results that you see when you stretch your muscles and you push yourself past your weight limit and all these things, you're just like, wow, I didn't know I could do it. So that's what creativity and this quote is referencing to. So I've got nine creative tips. Lucky number 9. Not really, but I've got 9 creative tips to help you maximize your creativity overall. So first, take more risk. Take more risk in challenges, things that push your skill set to a new ground, untapped ground. And once you do this, it helps to ease that next time you do make another risk or you do face another challenge as far as creativity. So creative risk could be trying a new approach or a new pattern that you've never worked on before. If you're a fashion designer, maybe trying a new method of medium. If you are into art, if you're into cooking, trying a new cooking style, preparation style, learning different culture, just taking that risk to not shut yourself off to expanding your skill set. And it only helps you in the end because it's more that you can add to your list. You should also get and stay inspired. Inspiration, I live and breathe inspiration. I think I've mentioned this before in my previous videos, but my biggest inspirations are Pinterest, and also browsing the web, but also just seeing how other people do things, other people within my field. Any and everything takes my interest. So even going outside and being inspired by just having a night feel, it just feels nice out, like just seeing God's creation and you're just like, man, this is a beautiful work of art. It inspires you. If you see something online and you watch a movie and it inspires, okay, hey, I would like to write a script like that, or I really like how the director approached this. I would like to flip this, or it could be a comedic sketch. It could be a short play. Just always be in the know when you are trying to get inspired, because I know sometimes when you get inspired, you do have to be careful with that, because you don't want it to be, oh, I'm so inspired, that you see something and you don't remember that you saw it and then you do it and it's like, looks more like copying. So inspiration is like being inspired by something, seeing it and putting your own spin on it and twist on it, and even dissecting, oh, how did they do that? And just allow yourself to be intrigued, allow your brain activity to be like, man, my mind was blown when I saw that album art cover, or my mind was blown when I heard the melodic tunes and the beats. If you're a producer, there's so many ways to just be inspired. And I say inspiration is what's going to keep a lot of creatives going. It's very important to set aside time to grow and better your creativity. I know a lot of us, we've got 9-to-5 jobs. Some of us are working from home. Thank you, Jesus. Some of us are working from home. Some of us have very flexible schedules. We're entrepreneurs, CEOs, business people, teachers, what have you. Because I hear this a lot is, do I work for our employers and then we kind of neglect what we really want to do. So you have to have that balance as a creative to be like, okay, I'm going to set this amount of hours towards my job, and then I'm going to set this amount towards growing my YouTube channel, recording content, working on my website, updating my resume, doing some research on new fashion trends, and just making that time for it, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to nurture your creativity. And it's something that always needs to be fed, and something that always needs to like be fed in order to grow and help you, as well as just push past what you limit yourself towards. I know we get stuck in our ways. We like our little methods of how we do things and how we approach stuff, and that could really stunt us. That could really stunt our growth as creatives, and it can also filter over into other parts of our lives. So that's just one thing that you really have to like, if anything, I really want to drive home is you have to make time for it. I know we're all busy. Some of us have families, some of us have spouses to tend to, some of us work multiple jobs. Even if you're able to take an hour a day to put towards that passion project or something that gets you very inspired to do, just setting aside that time, and just imagine if you do an hour for the entire week, that's 7 hours out of that week that you worked on bettering your creativity and setting aside that time. That's all it takes. We might need to reprioritize our days, organize our lives and our scheduling, but you have to be determined and really dead set. If you really want it that bad, you'll find a way to make it happen. You'll find the time to do that photography. You'll find it, and you'll be very proud of yourself in the end. So this one can kind of branch off of getting and staying inspired, but thinking of new ideas. Thinking of new ways that you could even redo a project that you've already done, or thinking of new ideas and perspectives. I'm a person, I see things from various vantage points. I can never see things from like just straight on. Like it's a deeper thing right there, but I'm not even gonna dive into that. But thinking of new ideas, new ways, fresh ways. What could I do to make this different? What could I do to make this more tailored to me, to stand out, to be different? And as long as you're constantly generating new ideas and feeding your creativity, that is only gonna propel you in whatever industry that you're in your life, towards your craft, what have you. And thinking of new ideas is very fun. Like sometimes just be out and about, and then you'll have one like pop into your head and you're like, that idea was genius. And then you're like, well, you know, would this idea have come to me if I didn't go shop in Target, if I didn't go to the coffee shop? Would this have already popped into my brain? And sometimes just to get those new ideas, you do have to go out and about to get inspired. So you never know when inspiration is gonna hit, and you never know when a new idea is just gonna blow your mind. So to maximize your creativity, you can also build upon existing ideas. Existing ideas of your own, as well as existing ideas of someone else. But of someone else, like I mentioned, you have to be careful with that because you don't want to teeter or totter on the line of plagiarism and copyright and stealing someone else's idea. Like, that's a serious thing. So just putting that out there first and foremost. But let's just talk about your own ideas. For me, and I've shared this before, I carry around a ideas booklet, and it looks something like this. This is just one of them. I have many books like this, and this one I got from Dollar Tree for $1, or I'll usually get it from Michael's dollar section or Target. I buy these by the boatload because maybe I'm just old-fashioned and very like tactile person, but I like to write out my ideas. I like to feel the pen and the pencil to the paper and just go ham, you know, just whatever flows is what I write down. And a lot of my ideas I'll shelve, but I won't forget about them. And that's why I think it's very important to jot them down and to write them down, because you can always revisit it. And this kind of jumps into the next way to maximize your creativity is by documenting everything. So like I said, you get you a little journal like that right there. You can get you a notepad, voice memo, sticky notes. I have tons of sticky notes as well. Honestly, to make sure when that idea hits, you have some way to document it and to write it down. It's like, it's so fresh and it's so new, so you're like, it might not even make sense when you write it down, and that's fine. Just to have the general idea so you can flesh it out later is perfect. And for me, I don't really like to, when I have an idea, I don't like to put it in my phone, in my notes, because a lot of times it gets lost in my notes, versus when I have a designated book that is for my ideas, I can just pick up that book and I already know what I'm writing in it. So of those, you can build upon them if you have, okay, well, this can be expanded more to this, or I can go in this direction, or I can change this up, or you can see like the projected time you might have to do this. And these ideas don't always have to be grand. They could be something small like, hey, I have an idea to expand the garage and make it into a studio. Or you have an idea for your job, maybe like a new app. It can be any and everything, whatever your approach is. It's very crucial to document everything. I don't know, if you're not like a big writer, you could even take a video of yourself saying, blah, 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 hey, this is my idea on the date, August so-and-so, 2021 at so-and-so time. This is where I am. I got the idea to do this, 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 and just continue to like just verbally express that out. And you can do that if that also works for you. Maximizing your creativity will allow you to challenge yourself and further your skills. I can definitely attest to this because I used to be, just talking as a designer, I used to be that one that was like, nope, I got my style. I don't need to learn how to do that. I don't need to learn how to do that. And I'm good. But I realized, okay, me only knowing this particular software has limited myself from expanding to knowing, okay, maybe user interface, maybe some more video type of software. And it used to be, it was kind of like that in college too, where they taught you only one way to do something. And then when you got out into the real world, you're like, actually, I don't have to be a corporate designer. I can do freelance, or I can start my own business. I can also go this route and that route and digital. It's so many things that you probably weren't privy to because you didn't challenge yourself to further your skills. And for me, like, I was not native to video editing. I taught myself how to edit on Adobe Premiere Pro, and I was self-taught with that, and then I knew how to do just the basics, and I still do know how to do just the basics, but even software that I learned, like Adobe Premiere Pro Rush, different things that I've learned that I taught myself, different ways to work on this project and to prioritize and to organize. I would have never thought to do it that way if I didn't even give it a chance. And I know that's a struggle. Some people really do close themselves off from those opportunities, but it's only a detriment to you. And you don't want to be missing out on money is the number one thing too, because people aren't just one dimensional anymore. We are multi-dimensional. I can do this. You can do video editing, photography, graphic design, business, this. Like you can do you're like a multifaceted, very multi-passionate. Speaking of, if you are a multi-passionate, I really advise you to watch my video, I Have Too Many Ideas Being a Multi-Passionate, because that video is really, really touching on all the ways how it is to navigate being a multi-passionate and being multifaceted. You want to make sure that when you're maximizing creativity, you're in an element that you're doing something that you enjoy. So sometimes it can help you relax, and it helps you clear your mind for new ideas. When you're overstimulated, when there's so much going on and you're on your phone watching YouTube and on your TV watching YouTube and Netflix is going and social media is in the background and Instagram and your phone's going off and text messages, you're kind of like overstimulated. So it's best to like just kind of step back from that and just, you know, do something very small that you enjoy. Like, for example, something that I enjoy doing is I enjoy building things. And it has nothing to do with my craft at all. I'll show you examples. So this right here, this is a coffee shop that I bought from, it's a coffee shop dollhouse miniature that I bought from Hobby Lobby. And I'm gonna put this together. And this is something that I enjoy because I enjoy building things. This got nothing to do with my career, but I enjoy stuff like this. Something else. I'm so embarrassed to show this up. My mini brands. I love collecting mini brands. If you are a fellow mini brand collector, please let me know. I have my cart and everything. I just love collecting these things, buying a little ball and just like tearing them open. And this has nothing to do with anything. Like, this has nothing to do with my career at all. And last but not least, I recently put together this Tangio that was gifted to me, and he came in like all these little pieces and stuff. So I put them together and I was so proud. I was like, yes, Tangio, I got you, don't worry. But yes, I put this together and it took me like 2 hours. And this is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy building things and DIY little stuff like this. But in the grand scheme of things, you're like, that doesn't even relate. So sometimes it's like what you're doing outside of what you do helps to get you, clear your mind and make you feel inspired. I love to read. I got my books back here. I love candles. Candles ain't got nothing to do with me. I love to shop. I love, like, do you get where I'm going here? So just do something that you like. I love to go to the beach. Go to the beach, relax on the sun. I recently went like 2 weeks ago where I sat on the beach and I legit had a mini photo shoot. I didn't think about work. I didn't think about anything. I was just there, had a little photo shoot, picnic, and I was just enjoying myself, enjoying my time. Do something that you enjoy and something that makes you happy. Because then that leads to the last point to maximize your creativity is to do nothing. Nothing at all. Just sit there and be bored. And I recently watched a video from this one YouTuber named YC Imaging, I believe. I'll try to include something here or even down in the description. He made a video about being bored. And I watched, it was like an 8-minute video. Really, really talented videographer on YouTube. And he made the video about, you know, sometimes it's best to just do nothing. Like when you're idle and you're not working on your craft, sometimes just letting nothing happen is when you are able to clear your mind and get some fresh new ideas and some juices going in your brain, and just allowing yourself to not be so stimulated by everything, because there's everything going on. Everything is happening and you can be, in a way, you can be so distracted by those things. Like distractions, they need to like limit the distractions that you have in your life. And I'm not talking about, you know, if you have children and stuff, you know, you gotta pay attention to your kids. Of course, limit the amount of distractions that you have in your life. Like allow yourself to be sedentary and just be idle, doing nothing, you know, maybe sitting in the room and just meditate, just being there. You know, you don't always have to have a weekend where you got things planned to the brim. Take a break and play some games, play some video games, do a puzzle, build some Lego, write, just, sometimes it just helps to do nothing because it allows room for you to just be, you know. at the museum, take in the museum. Don't be on your phone trying to take pictures at the museum. Just be in the moment. And I think a lot of times we need to be more present in the moment anyways, because we're so quick to document everything and record and gotta have memories. And it's also healthy to just be in those moments, do nothing, and be bored. So I hope these tips were very helpful to assist you with maximizing your creativity. Honestly, after reviewing this list, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Like, I know it's a huge help for me, and I'm a very big creator. I'm very multi-passionate. I have a lot of interest in various things. So this only helps me to prioritize and maximize my creativity so I can be using it for the fullest, not only for me, but to help other people just like you. Even explaining and sharing this information is gonna help somebody out there who's stuck as a creative. Like, man, I'm in a creative rut. I got creative burnout. So yeah, I really hope that these tips on maximizing your creativity was very beneficial to you. And let me know down in the comments, which one of these are you gonna try to do more of? That'll be the question of the video. Let me know. Stay blessed and be on the lookout for more creatively served content from your girl, Quella the Creative. Bye guys.